Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general, so just take what resonates. But as well, thank you in advance for your love and support, your likes, comments, and subscriptions, if you haven't done so already. Do keep in mind that whenever you're guided or drawn to this video, it's meant to pertain to your next 48 hours, not just after I post it, all right? We're pulling from the Light Seers deck, as I do feel as if you are thinking about the past, okay? However that comes to be for you, it could be spiritually, download-wise, but I feel as if it's making you a little bit sad for one reason or another. It's just making you remember in order to persevere, to move forward. There's something to do with candles as well, okay? You might find that you're burning the midnight oil and staying up late for one reason or another, even if you're doing just something simple like watching videos on social media, watching TV, a movie. It could be due to work. But I feel like there's a level of abundance flowing in with the Six of Pentacles, all right? They're saying gifted money. With the Knight of Swords, you potentially are gifted clarity, right, from the universe in regards to where you're meant to move towards next, right? A level of movement you desire. You could be gifted clarity or just abundance in general in regards to a trip in the near future or something that you desire in that sense. It could be a move of residence for some of you. I really feel as if you're seeing a lot of synchronicities in the next 48 hours in the form of animals, nature, leaves is what they're saying. Interesting. Don't underestimate the power of spirit, okay? But I feel as if what I was trying to spit out before they replaced it with something else. Don't be surprised as I turn the top of another deck over. This reading is already all over the place, but there are going to be moments where you see you're drawn to look at something specific, like say a leaf or something of the sort, and there is a spiritual meaning that you wouldn't naturally or right off the bat expect, right? Messages will come from the oddest places the next 48 hours. They just pushed me to turn the Queen of Swords over from the Tattoo Tarot deck, being pushed to recognize that you are one feisty individual when you choose to be. Keep that at bay, okay? Being pushed to think about, to recognize it's doable to cut out a situation or to cut out what no longer works for you. It's up to you, okay? I'm hearing no longer settling, as I really feel like your mind is, they're saying swirling, but it's racing. It's zoning in on what you desire to adjust, to change, what you need to accomplish. Having a lot going on, all right? Thinking about leaving towards the new once again as you desire what you drift towards mentally, right? Dream in a daydream kind of way, or potentially even push to spiritually dream at night about. I really feel like you're glowing though, for one reason or another. People are noticing that spark about you. You could feel that you're gaining that pep in your step back, even if things aren't changed in the ways you desire just yet, or the one big way. Let's keep pulling. Three of Cups. I just heard, oh, I have a lot to accomplish, okay? Feeling a bit burnt out. You are not the only one, my friend. Don't feel alone in that. As I just did Libra's reading, so you may want to watch that one where they're feeling quite burnt out. They got this in a different deck. And the Three of Cups coming out as well. A focus on, they're saying a tripod, three individuals. Focus on whether you're part of that three or you feel as if you make that into a square, right? When you join the three of them. I feel as if there's a focus on shapes. There are spiritual meanings to shapes as well. Connecting the dots on another level towards where you want to go, right? Viewing your path as one that has these dots, connecting the dots, getting ready to hop to the next dot, right? The next destination, the next accomplishment, the next situation, chapters, if you will. You could be thinking of it more as a book. I just feel like you're also thinking about knowledge, wisdom, more intake of which, right? Sitting on the edge of your seat at times and just recognizing, ooh, I need to balance things out. I need to ground myself. Feeling motivated, to say the very least, but that motivation leaves you feeling burnt out at certain points in the next 48 hours because you are just giving it your all at times, right? but people are noticing you, all right? At the very least, these three people, or those two, depending on your situation, are noticing you. But I really feel like it's more than that. Social media, people at work, friends, even people from the past. You are being put in the spotlight in certain ways. And again, you're not the only one. But I really feel as if you just deserve the attention in a positive light. People see you as somebody who's moving towards the new eventually. Wow, they pushed me to drop that. But I feel as if it's not the perfect time for you to move on just yet. You need to recognize that everything happens, or remember that everything happens when it's meant to. An underlining focus on you expecting the worst at times, right? Don't focus on the negatives so much that you forget about the positives, or you don't notice the abundance flowing in at this time. It's truly important, as the cards just are a little bit all over the place right now. I really feel like you could be a bit scattered within one's mind. That could be coming off in your external reality, whether it's your home situation or your work situation, feeling a bit messy or just not as organized as it needs to be. But I really feel like you're pushed to in your alone time. Tidy up, clean up. Let's get things organized so you can feel better, right? Your mind does reflect upon your outward experience in one way, shape, or form, and how organized things seem, but it also can be the other way as well, or where what you see in front of you, whether it's organized, messy, you name it, somewhere between potentially, it can definitely reflect on your mental state, right? Or help keep one's mind simplistic or chaotic, right? It can worsen in either way. So let's try to keep things organized is what's coming through. They're saying please take that in the right way. All right, we're just trying to help here. With the Five of Wands, we are finding in the next 48 hours that there's a never-ending battle you need to just put to rest once again. But you're also feeling as if you're just, it almost feels like you have to sort of push people out of the way at times, or you feel as if there's just people who are nosy or just very opinionated or just helpful is how they would label it, as you're just trying to reach for a level of passion and change. Let's not forget, I would probably label you one, if not the most passionate sign of the deck. Interesting, the 12. But the Page of Wands as well coming out. A level of conflict in a situation, whether it's living, work, it could be a group of friends, you name it. I feel like you are getting a little bit of anxiety due to it, okay? And therefore it's reminding you where you desire a new fresh start. It could even be a different situation in your life that you desire a fresh start with, but that's reminding you why you don't settle for unhealthy energy or situations. Interesting. I just feel like you're one of the many signs that's desiring change in a lot of ways once again, as a lot's coming towards you, all right? Need to breathe, the need to protect your inner peace. It really feels like you'll just, as I'll show these together, you'll want to sort of back on up and retract and just go into your hermit mode and protect oneself, your own little bubble. They're giving me the word sanctuary, but I almost feel like for some of you, your sanctuary isn't as healthy or as comforting as you would like, right? But especially if you find that it needs some tidying up that could affect the energy in that sanctuary, all right? Some of you need to utilize nature more so for a level of comfort and clarification, or just simplicity, right? The word clarity is coming through. The Hierophant, the Fool card, naturally, the Ten of Wands in the World, things are feeling a bit heavy, okay, in certain ways, and we need to reflect as to why that is and what needs to change moving forward, period. Can't just expect for things to switch up and change for the better to get healthier. It's the next 48 hours where Spirit's pushing you individually, Scorpio, to recognize, okay, my mind isn't perfect. That can be adjusted, those habits, sure. Outward experience, my external reality, what needs to be adjusted here, right? I am working towards replacing this situation, or just improving it in one way, shape, or form. Okay, so it's about working towards lightening your load, but I feel like it starts with your mind and what's right in front of you in a lot of ways, all right? Getting quite stern with you in certain ways is how Spirit's communicating, but I really feel like you're thinking about how you need to go with the flow more, you're pushed to, as you desire a leap of faith, a change, if you will, as knowledge, intake, clarity comes on in certain ways. You could even be doing research as you're being reminded completion is a must at times, right? Even if you know that, it's going to come through their way. And I really feel like you're being pushed to fully grasp the fact that your world's changing moving forward, and it's for the better. As long as you manifest that, right? Don't expect the worst. And this came out a while ago, but I'm just now showing it as we're going to wrap up this reading, reminding you to take that peaceful approach. Be that peaceful, grounded, emotionally stable version of Scorpio that you've come to terms with over time, right? Use your past experiences to your advantage as you're being reminded to put your crown back on and just ground things once again as your world changes for the better and you're pushed to lighten your load and clean things up just a little bit. It's the next 48 hours where things start to improve and you will thank yourself for doing just that. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing next 48 hours, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.